Okay, I'm back. Sorry about doing this in two videos, but the first one got a little long because all we talked about was drip shield. So let's move on to the Empire. The Empire can be picked up along with the drip shields in part one at empiremods.com. Empires are not in stock right now, however, they will be back in stock shortly. I've taken the bottom cap off of my Empire, so we can go through a couple really cool features. Okay, first of all, this is a battery contact mod bottom button. It's also telescopic by screwing it in and out. So this I use my Empire in three different configurations. Either what I call mini mode, which is a 16340 battery, medium mode, which is an 18490, or big mode with a 18650. So let's get this all the way down. So when this is down in mini mode, your telescopic part is all seated now inside of here, and it's a little mini mode. So all you really are seeing is the sleeve. So we're gonna pop a 16340 battery in here, and we're gonna put this aside just for a second. So uh, my besides it being 901 threaded, which is my favorite part about an Empire, my second favorite thing about this mod is the bottom system. So if you guys can see this, this is the bottom button. You can see there's a little gap in there, and it's double threaded. You're going to see a threading up here, and that's the threading that goes into the mod itself. And then there is another threading for the bottom portion, which is the locking mechanism. So, which is just an absolutely ingenious idea, in my opinion. Really, really happy with this design. So, put my bottom cap on, and you can see there's still a gap, which means it's locked. So, all you need to do to lock or unlock this, obviously, is to then take the mechanism that is in the second set of threadings and move it up. So now you can see that your button can be depressed. And then to lock it, you just do the opposite. Bring it back out to its lock position, and now it's locked. So this is really nice and pocket friendly, especially in mini mode, because it's darn tiny in mini mode. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 901 on here with my drip shield. And see, now it's solid. When you do this, when you have it in mini mode, it's solid. And if you have a matching drip shield, or if you want to do this in a fun way, which we'll do it when we go up to a different size, we can do some different color combinations, so just to have some fun. So this is all green. You guys can hear it, it's firing. So that's with a 16340 battery in there. If you need to adjust for a different size battery, you're just going to use the internal portion and screw it in or screw it out to have your battery fit to whatever battery you're using. So that's also another incredibly ingenious idea. So that's in mini mode. I'm not, I like my 16340 batteries, but they don't last as long. But if you need this to be something really small that you can just take with you and run, mini mode's great. So what we're gonna do is we're taking this and we're screwing it off. When you're changing your batteries, you're always gonna want to unscrew this telescopic portion slightly to help you, and then to help you, switch your batteries out, and then you can always use it as kind of a tightening device to get it so that the battery is seated in there for the size that it is. So we're gonna go ahead and pop an 18490 battery in here, put our bottom on, and after our bottom is on, you guys can hear it, you can hear the battery bopping around in here, then you just take your telescopic, your middle part, and you're going to keep screwing it on until it stops. So now it is, can't hear it wiggling in there, and this is now set up to the size of the battery we just put in it, which is a 18490. I don't know if this is charged. I grabbed it off of Scruff's desk, so, oh, it is. Now, I really dig this size. because it's not quite mini mode, but it's not quite big mode, and it's for just for hand size. It's really nice for hand size. This is I don't personally have 18490 batteries. I know Scruff uses 18490 batteries in his quite often because the size is perfect. I mean, you can put this next to, this is about the same height for battery portion as like an Ego battery is. So it's a really nice, comfortable size. So now let's unscrew again our sleeve from our telescopic portion. And we're going to put a 18650 battery in this one next. So I actually brought it out to the full position. I'm going to need to retighten it to go back down to the size of the unit to fit the battery. But I like to go a little above and beyond what size I need it at so that I can use the telescopic portion to really hone in the size of the battery that I have in here. You do not want to over tighten anything on this. Okay, remember it's just a battery contact mod. All you're doing is pushing the battery to make the final contact between the battery and the atomizer. So this is now with a 18650. I usually use 18650s in mine. Needs juice, sorry. In mine because that's my personal favorite battery. So let's look at the top. If you look at the top on this, turn it sideways, you can kind of see that it's got a little bit of a point to it, just a little. You do not want to be over tightening your atomizer onto that. There's a little O-ring to help it stop, but you just want to do a minimal hand tightened on your atomizers. There has been quite a few people I've talked to who are Addy crankers. You know who you are. And if you crank an Addy on this too hard and then vape on it, it does have a tendency to kill your atomizer. So you just want to minimally hand tighten your atomizer down and not just so it stops. That's as far as you need to go. So mine, I could probably turn mine even another quarter turn, but I'm not going to. You don't need to. With how this pin is designed is that it is seating very nicely in your post on the bottom of your atomizer, so you don't want to over tighten. So let's go ahead and we'll do some different combos here. Of course, I have the green because I couldn't get pink. Otherwise, y'all know I'd have this in pink. So you can put on the purple and the green. Vape TV Pride right there. When it gets closer to Christmas, you can use a red and a green together. Make it Christmassy. Yeah, I know, right? If you're a Green Bay Packers fan, you can use the green and the gold. So it looks like Green Bay Packers. I know, kind of goofy, huh? But it's fun. I'm not, I mean, obviously I'm not going to put the pink and the green together, although I have because it's funny. So anyway, Empires will be in stock, I believe, relatively soon, probably at least within a next couple weeks, I believe. The other thing that's coming up for the Empire is buying just the individually colored sleeves. If you were a person who got in early on an Empire, the color choices were, I think, just black and silver at the time. So if you've been really wanting to color coordinate everything like I do, and you already have an Empire, sleeves will be available too in the near future. So if you're a 901 fan, which I am, if you're a bottom button fan, which I am too, see, this is just like totally rocking up for something that I like, go and pick up an Empire. They're very worth it, very worth it. With it being just a mechanical battery contact switch, there's not a lot of things for it to, not a lot of things or ways it'll go wrong on you. Because there's no internal circuitry in it or things like that. They're honestly probably one of the prettiest mods I've ever seen. If you're big on aesthetics, can't say that word very well. Like I said, when this thing is all put together, especially if you have matching drip shields to your Empire, it's, that's pretty styling. It's a styling looking mod. And then, for anybody who knows me well enough, I love to color coordinate, so I go all the way up to the drip tip matching. So let's go one step further. I am not a fan, nor am I a backer of stacking batteries unless it is necessary for things like 5-volt regulated mods where you have to stack batteries to do so. I do not stack batteries in my Empire. I do not go above 3.7 volts on it without using a single battery. It will also take, it will also take one of the specialty batteries from for the Mako and the Dawn for 5 volts. So it will take that as well to fit. However, this with a 3.7 battery and a lower ohm atomizer, like I really like 1.8 and 1.5 ohm 901s, it hits awesome. It really is a good hit because it doesn't have any extra, it is just a battery contact mat. It doesn't have any extra things in there too. It also is really good on your battery life because it just uses the battery for what the battery is meant to do. Like I said, bottom button locking feature, which I think is absolutely ingenious. Telescopic design to fit different battery types, and it makes it into different sizes. Big fan of the Empire. So, like I said, keep your peepers peeled for these when they come back. And you guys have a good night. And thanks for watching. Bye.